As most of us know, Advent is a season of hope. If we take a look at the liturgical calendar of the church, there are many different seasons, right? And the first season of the liturgical year, the new liturgical year, is Advent. And Advent is always a season of hope. And I think within this season of hope, one of the passages that we come across often is this very passage from the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 1. What it says is, "On that day, a shoot shall sprout from the stump of Jesse, and from his roots a bud shall blossom." Now, what does that mean? Right? Imagine this. Imagine you have a big tree in your backyard, and this tree is taking up a lot of space, and it's beginning to encroach into your house, and you just want the tree gone. Right? And so you hire a tree remover person, and the guy comes and he says, "Yeah, I can cut it down up to the stump here. It's cheaper for you. You know, you could also grind the stump if you want to." But you're thinking to yourself, "No, well, you know what? Cut it to the stump is fine, right?" And you imagine once you cut the tree to the stump, then the tree is dead, right? It's effectively dead. And so one day later on, months later, you walk out and you see a shoot begin to sprout from this dead stump. And you're thinking, well, wait a minute, this stump is already dead, but dead in one sense. And then yet it's newness of life springs forth from what is dead, right? What is seemingly dead, that stump. And so that is a clear imagery of exactly what the prophet Isaiah is trying to tell us, that the stump that is seemingly dead is actually not dead. And so going deeper still, take a look. A root shall sprout from the stump of Jesse. So we have to ask the question, who is Jesse? Well, if you look at the genealogy of Jesus, Jesse is the father of King David. And if we take a look at the prophecy in the Old Testament, right, it says the Messiah will be coming from the line of David, right? And Jesse is the father of King David. And so herein you see all of the connection. And what Isaiah is trying to tell the people is that there is hope amidst despair, amidst what seemingly is hopelessness, right? This dead stump. But from the dead stump sprouts newness of hope and life. And so I think this is very beautiful because practically, we can imagine that in our own backyards, if we have a stump and we see shoots sprouting up. But then on this theme of hope during the Advent season, this root of Jesse that sprouts forth from the stump, it gives us the true meaning of what hope is all about. And so as we then reflect on the meaning of hope, there's so much we can talk about, right? Take a look at the world today that seemingly is filled with darkness and not so much hope. But just as if we feel there isn't so much hope, Christ himself is our hope. He is the light that enters into this world of darkness. And so that's why we have this season of Advent. We're preparing, we're longing, we're hopeful for the Messiah to come to bring us this joy, right? And so this joy that we prepare for, that comes at Christmas time.